Paddy, I know you're watching, Patrick. Patrick, I know you're watching. Oh, mucky fingers. Oh, stench in the van. Oh, shitty pants. And what gets me more after, when I read this out in a minute, you're going to see that makes you wonder, you know, what's really going on in the background. Because I know a lot of people are now wondering what's really happening in the background and how something remains unsolved for 30 years. It's quite easy how it's remained unsolved for 30 years. It's because the wrong man got pointed for it. Because, and again, the jealous obsessions of Paddy Conroy, that's basically how it's remained unsolved for 30 years. And everybody's got to find that out someday. But yeah, I wonder sometimes if the people claiming they want it unsolved, if they do really want it unsolved. Because if they did really want it unsolved, why are they not listening? When it's there in black and white, basically. It's there, right? If you've been following every word that this man in the shed said and everything that he's been doing, you can see it very clearly. He just manipulates. He was on KRN TV, who's actually changed names now to Not Guilty TV or something it's called. Don't know what's happened with KRN TV. Christian to KRN TV. I don't really know why he's changed his channel. But anyway, you know, I watched a podcast and Paddy was sitting there on a red sofa with a female, and they never let the female speak. Any time that the female was wanting to speak, i.e. Anna Conley, he was jumping right in. Like total manipulation, made sure she wasn't getting a word in. Anything at all that he felt threatened that, you know, could be swung round on him, he made sure that he was putting a big brick wall to anybody saying anything when he was there, that was for sure. Only a fellow informer could believe Paddy. Well, there's certainly been a lot of dodgy stuff been happening in the northeast. A lot of not proper naughty stuff, and things getting kind of brushed under the carpet. It's not right. I'd never actually heard, and this is the honest truth, I'd never actually heard of a police handler until I started watching Conroy. I'd never heard of it. I'd never heard of all this. I'm quite sure a few people know. I'm nearly 50-year-old. I'd never heard of having a police handler and all the rest of it until I started watching this crackpot. I'm sure people from Newcastle will not watch this. I mean, his block list must be, I'm going to say his block list will be bigger than Heidi's, and that's saying something. Because you'll see comments, he's maybe there at night, when you wake up in the morning and check the comments, there's maybe 50 comments gone. And there's a lot of people who's not familiar with how YouTube works, thinks, well, I've made a comment on it. Nobody's been in me about the comment, it's because nobody can see it. I've got a lot of people sitting there with one account, just looking at it and commenting, thinking that their comments get seen, and it's all the same. Just the same 10 loyal followers that's allowed to comment anything. And I wonder who his police handlers is in the comments. So there you go, guys. It's always been a load of shit. Jamie Boyle's no recorded Brian Cockrell. Brian Cockrell's no said nothing to Jamie. And I'll tell you another thing. I knew it was a load of shit as soon as Paddy came out, because I know for a fact Brian Cockrell wouldn't know any answers to it. Everybody thinks that because I think it was Stephen said that he'd met Brian Cockrell years ago and he left at a car or something new. We're going back 20 odd years ago, and Paddy talks about it as if it was yesterday. I don't think Stephen in that scene. I'm not sure about Michael, but I don't think Stephen's seen Brian Cockrell for 20 odd years. But Paddy talks about it as if it was yesterday. Crazy. The man's just living in a time warp. His head's done in, and he knows that I know. I think if he's any decency in him at all before he dies, just put up the original statements Davie Glover made, the original ones, not the ones Paddy got him to change, the original one. Paddy will have them, trust me. Davie Glover reckons Paddy's got them. It's not something Paddy would fling out. And it'll show you where he got Davie Glover to change the statements from Michael Conroy to Michael Sayers. It's a fact. Paddy knows that as well. And I made a video yesterday saying that I'm leaving but not leaving YouTube. Paddy jumped straight on that and said, right, he's got to be laying deck ahead, you know that Elaine, but he's got to keep targeting Met police targets, i.e. me, Davey Hislop and the Freeman. So he's straight away took it. But what the wee documentary bits I'm going to do about how a lorry was set up at Newcastle United with John Henry Sayers being a rapist on the side of it, and Northumbria police covered it up. Very much the opposite. It was character assassination at its top best. That's what that was. But Paddy says, no, I'm not, I'm going to be trolling. I'm just going to be stating what Paddy doesn't state. It's the truth. And that's how you've got a murder that's remained unsolved for 30 years. Because he managed to plant these seeds 30 years ago, but rather than water the seeds, he's been pissing on the seeds. And you know what it's like. The plant will only grow so much with pissing on it, and it dies off. And that's what's happened there with Paddy. Paddy Conroy promoting and supporting convicted rapists and offering them on his live. That shows the scumbag he is now. This man was the biggest hater of Decca Hagee, and now he's the biggest fan. That's true. That's true. Everybody that's went after Decca, he's like to put them in a dock. He's promoting the Tinder strangler Paul Flaherty's. The Paul Flaherty who got 5 years for sexual assault. Even the people that watch you who can't read nor write know you're full of shite. Spam fingers. Get spam fingers. Paddy begs Bill to come to the shed. That right, Bill? Aye. Wave at the Flying Scotsman, Bill. Aye. Alright. That's it, Bill. Keep waving till I climb the scaffold and keep waving, Bill. Alright. Sits there waving like a daft bastard. Pick the dog shite up now, Bill. Alright. The game is to Paddy's fans. Paddy failed the lie detector test on child porn questions. That's a fact. He never ever produces the result, does he? Well, he told everybody he's done 2 lie detector tests, but I put up a video the other day there that I stole from forget, but I stole off somebody's channel. And it was of Terry Mullins saying the first time Paddy came to do a lie detector test, he chased him because he came across very aggressive. He was trying to take control of Terry Mullins. So Terry said on the second lie detector test, Paddy had a better understanding of Terry Mullins, and he took the lie detector test the second time, not the first time, the second time. And there was no child spam questions asked. It was simply, have you anything to do with the murders, blah blah blah, and he went, no. That's what it was. And then, have you ever taken something to do with tortures, and he said, no. There was no child spam questions flung at him. That's why the court went in Maureen's favour, because Maureen gave Paddy a bit of time to get it sorted and clear it up and how it ended up in the computer. And Patrick failed, and the court went in Maureen's favour. He knows that. He knows it. That's just why he's not seen Buster up. I think that'll be what Buster would have been 11 then, and the wee lass maybe a year old. And I think Maureen's sister, Julie, was in the comment section there a few weeks ago saying that Buster's at an age now he can see Paddy if he wants, and there's nothing really Maureen and that can do about it. But that connection's still not been made yet, basically. So there you go, guys. He never passed any questions for the lie detector test regarding the spam. That was the reason the court went in Maureen's favour, because they couldn't clear it up. I think Terry Mullins is actually, I've got Terry Mullins' number somewhere. I think he's actually retired now, is he? I think Terry's maybe retired, I'm not sure. But I've got his number there. But I wouldn't like to cause the guy grief and phone him up and say, just to put his voice out there saying no, because we already know he never done it. I don't like it. If a guy's retired, let him enjoy his retirement. I think Terry Mullins won't test him again. I don't think he would test him again personally, but I think he's retired. I could be wrong. I've got his number there somewhere, like.
Anybody would think Glover was an intelligence fucking job, would it? When he's killed Viv, wouldn't think he was working for intelligence at the highest level, would he? But he fucking was. That's what guns on you, man. All these knocks and grasses are not all lily fucking way, For a quick video, just to point a few things out. Clive Hindle, Dave Coat, Dickie Hickey, you never fucking Mason, because that's a Mason as well. Oh, another thing I want to point out. Joe, lovely fella Joe, Darren G, Shady Bulger, and Tony Burgett, Mr. fucking funny fan. His old man's a fucking Mason. Sons of Masons, every one of them. Humby's old man must be a Mason too. All 3 Masons. He has to run it with Masons, innit? Look at how many Masons. Hey man, these are Freemasons, man. Miss Humphreys is a Freemason. Who? Humphreys. Freddie Knight's his mum. Ella. Spew Armstrong and Crackhead Craig. This is a circle, this. Phil Silvery's. Sid Fillery. Said your Craig's old man's a Mason. The thing I wanted to point out is they're all Freemasons.
Have you seen me? You fucking riddle, double lifting, you fucking riddle, bitch. What are you going to do about it?
She doesn't lie.
What the fuck?
How are you, Ice Queen?
That was quick.
I know for a fact a lad went from the courts, went from the prison to the courts. Brian's told you the story as well, John. So Brian's told you when that paperwork for that operation Lancet was took from the courts. Davie Glover has admitted it himself with the police, and Paddy was on that list at the top as well. He won't admit it. He was definitely on that list, and Paddy was on that list at the top as well.
John, it's me.